we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The pull and throw off the RPO. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield. It's Madden.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, and try to pick up some positive yards.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Madden. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Takes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
defense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So South Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air, using the quick game. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's high. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly. And
turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoffman. It's a seam wide open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this week.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Moving away from pressure. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
Nice awareness by this defensive end. Nice job. The first key, it looks like a run, right? It's a bootleg, so I need to play run for a second, but nice job then getting back to my responsibility, getting back to the outside, running the quarterback down, and getting the sack.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now the pitch. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try the left side. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The short hand. It's Madden. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They'll go hurry up here. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Corners are going to bail. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The option look. Quick toss. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Day. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Lions will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Hannah. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Hannah. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hitting yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on the first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Just keep slinging it. Looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wideout trying to get it in. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That one puts them... good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught over the middle, it's Hoffman. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. operating in the red zone here on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 34 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Touré. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Motion from the back. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So we need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Day. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Touré. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Hannah. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He'll bring it out. It's Ramsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go